Mission 4. Entering redacted space. Objective: destroy all enemy structures. Description: troubling message from the past emerge and rattle the associates from Tycon Corporation. Alright. CEO Tycon status report. Scanning the system done. That's odd. Doc, what is your assessment? These emitters show different energy readings. There's more of a pattern or rhythm to energy output compared to the emitters we have previously encountered. Meaning? Unknown, sir, but I would speculate with more ordered energy output would come more complex behavior. I concur. The energy patterns indicate more intense pulsations. The emitters could be producing particulate with greater intensity. We should be mindful of this possibility. Particulate with greater intensity would be more difficult for our weapons to destroy. Additionally, these particles might have the capacity to create red plasma in space as they travel. I experimented with this in my simulations, but was never able to get it to work. Ogun, do your best to compensate for these threats. We need to collect any remnant technology and info caches present in this system. We must engage the particulate regardless of its intensity. I was hoping you would say that. Alright, let's jump in here. Let's get our corporate HQ near that mine, near the energy pickup, and let's get our first lathe out as well and build an Omni. There we go. Lots of energy around here, and it looks like we have a ship pickup, an Omni pickup, and an info pickup. So lots of good stuff in here. Wonder what this is. Forget what this ship is that we pick up. But what we're going to want to do is go ahead and I think snag this energy mine first. Once this lathe ship's operational, which you can move your ships before they're done, which is nice. Get them in position so they're ready to strike as soon as you are ready. There we go. And let's get a destroyer up and our second lathe ship. Oh, we have a cruiser class Galcon ship licensed. Alright. Dual missile launchers, dual cannons, particle beam, and laser defense. I recommend immediate construction. Excellent. So we're actually going to wait until we have these two ships constructed, because the more ships you construct at a time, if you don't have an abundant amount of energy, the slower the build. So we're just going to hold on for a second and wait for these two ships to complete, and then we will go ahead and construct that cruiser. So the particulate have created hostile energy mines. The construction of energy mines seem to closely mirror the same Galcon energy mines we build. There's an integrated cannon. Oh wow, okay. However, the particulate did it. I can still destroy it. Alright, alright. Let's just go destroy those. So it looks like it's right here is what we're looking at for the enemy mine, energy mine. See, they took that back, but that's okay. I was going to go re-snag it, and we're going to come here. We're going to bring our destroyer over and start construction on this cruiser. See if we can't go up here and grab this energy mine. Move our Jovan up to put pressure on that emitter, and if we can put sufficient pressure on that, I'm going to want ship's out of energy. So we're going to see if we can't just use our HQ, which it doesn't look like we're going to be able to, but we can just hold them there for now until we can get our cruiser up there, and then we'll go ahead and do that. So we're going to put another Omni down here, and we're going to want an Omni here as well. Excellent. Cruiser's done. We're going to bring the cruiser up, and then we're going to move a lathe ship over, so we don't have to endanger our HQ by using that to take out that emitter. Let's see how the Omni is going to collect this Omni license for us as well as our lathe ship. It can also, if we can get it within range, take out that or get that energy emitter, energy mine, my apologies, for us. Yep, see? So it can take this, it can take out this enemy mine, it can do just about anything. It'd even be able to snag us that ship pickup if we got it close enough. So once we take out this energy emitter, we're going to go down to the bottom right, take that one out, and then we're just going to see how we're going to approach this central mass of particulate. It looks like they're forming a little bit of Custer's last stand here. They're ringing the wagons as we come for them. So we'll see how we're going to approach that. Right, that one's done. And so we're going to move the cruiser down here, but we're going to leave the Joven up here to just kind of, like I said, just plink away at the particulate. Even though we're not necessarily mounting offensive operations, we do want to just remind it that we're here. So we're going to move it up a little bit and continue pushing on this emitter. And I wonder if... this actually has a cannon built into it, so you can move your capital ships up there and see what's going on, but it will destroy your ships faster than they get repaired. So if you can, see if we can't put an Omni down, which it will take damage because A, this is shooting at it, but B, it's going to land on red soil, which will hurt it. But as it fights it, yes, we're going to have to try a different approach. So we need to get this decapped quickly because it, like I said, it will. Well, our destroyer has himself. It's shooting its cannons at our cannons, or its cannons at their cannons, destroying the missiles midair. But it's still doing damage as you see hull breaches as they get repaired. But we need to take down this emitter fast, like if our cruiser will sit the right way. Alright, there goes that. So now leaves us perfectly able to take out that energy mine. And once we take out that energy mine, I'm just going to drop an Omni right here once this one gets finished building. And then that will take out this emitter for us without having to risk any of our ships. So we are also going to move our cruiser, not right there, but we need to move this back to fit that next to it. So if the energy mine is in red mired land, you won't be able to take it over until you mire the land either to neutrality, which you can't really do, but you're gonna have to take it over unless you want to sit here and let your ships plink away at this for hours, which nobody wants to do. We're just going to wait for the tail end of these particulate to finish the circuit, which will leave this more open to getting wicked away just a little bit. May the gods have mercy on us. No bother why. Everything is nothing. Nothing will happen again and again and again, several thousand times, and ends. Well, that is a little disturbing. No doubt the log of a crazed CEO. But as my father said, The insane aren't always blinded by delusion. Sometimes they just see too much reality. Somewhat of a thought to leave you with, maybe? We're actually going to leave that be for now. And we're going to come over here and get rid of this. Excellent. Woo! That's a big mass of them. Alright, there we go. That actually did us a favor though, pulled away a good amount of them. There we go. That'll do. Crew, well done. We have faced unforeseen threats and overcome them. We've also collected valuable information that should lead us forward in the search of our truth. Excellent. Let's keep playing. Oh. Actually hitting keep playing will put you back into the mission you were just in, but just letting you continue like in a sandbox mode. So level 5, evidence. Looks like we got some blue particulate we're gonna encounter today. Objective, destroy all enemy structures. I sense a recurring theme here. Tycon Corporation at last finds some evidence it has sought, but will they survive to act on it? Evasive action, the system is filled with hostile emitters. I detect 2 particulate emitters very different from the others. It says, I believe those particulate are no threat. The scans match prediction made by your simulation. That is correct. If these particulates are benign and will not damage our ships, they will also annihilate other particulate upon contact. So if blue meets red, they cancel out. Whoever was here before us must have created these benign emitters using technology unknown to us. There is ample wreckage here. Collect all of it and perhaps we will learn more. Good to go with me. So it looks like we're going to be encountering some pretty heavy resistance first off. So we're going to build a lathe and a cruiser first off. We're going to see if we can't expand out and grab one of these really quickly. But we need to also get our energy stores up first so we can create these ships quickly. It's a little bit of a trade-off, but I always find getting your fleet up and made and prepared beats any benefits a quick rush will have. There's a field manipulation module on this ship, and it appears to be specifically designed to push benign particulate. Galactic Corporation knows a great deal about the particulate and redacted space. I'll move the grabber in range of the benign particulate and fire a stream of them directly at the enemy emitters. Well, that sounds fun. Another cruiser has been added to the database. Excellent, excellent. As we are getting slightly overwhelmed, I would say. Another Omni's been added to our database. If only they could be used for other purposes than miring and lading. Sure, you will find a way. So we're going to wait for this grabber to get built, and looks like this cruiser's coming up fast. Another grabber ship that should allow angled attacks with benign particulate streams. A little bit of friendly banter there. We're actually going to bring this almost finished cruiser to defend this bottom right side, as it is slowly getting overwhelmed. So let's see what we can do with this grabber. Let's see if we can't take out this enemy mine. Totally corrupt. All data has been lost to the ages. I'll scan the physical structure. The isotopic analysis matches the signature we've been looking for. There's a high probability this cache was either made on or at some point has been to the origin world. We have our first solid piece of evidence. Excellent, excellent. The origin world exists deep in redacted space. I fear we may not live to see mission completion. Alright. Bunch of optimistic guys we have here, huh? Just a cheery bunch. Turn this guy around to face. And wonder if we can go ahead and snag that without them noticing, which would be nice. So it looks like we're not doing a tremendous amount to break through. I was hoping this would just break the ring. But it looks like these are more complex than these. Maybe like a plus sign, you have a triangle. So it seems like even though they look the same, they are actually weaker. Hey, we got that. Alright, so we're going to come and take a cruiser down here for support. And we're also going to build a destroyer and another grabber. We're going to go ahead and take out this emitter. Gotta be careful. We're going to leave our Joven behind the blue plasma. That will slow down the particulate and let us shoot them down as they come. That's fine. We'll take that back just right quick. There we go. And now we're going to move this cruiser up. And sometimes you just got to risk it to get the biscuit. So we're going to go ahead and take our lathe ship and see if we can just tank the damage with the repair of just taking out this emitter, which it doesn't look like we're gonna have too many issues with that, so we're good there. Now we need to bring additional reinforcement. Oh, look at that! There we go. Got a little dicey there towards the end. All right, where's the next place we should go? I think we should. I don't think we can necessarily push against these quad particulates quite yet, because we will leave our other flanks too undefended. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this grabber that we just built and kind of just put a wall as swords. You see the line. The line's gonna try to be like just a wall that's gonna prevent them or weaken them before they get to us, because I want to push out and get this energy mine over here, as well as take up that particulate emitter. And once we do that, even though it's not a huge threat, it's enough that we're gonna have to keep at least one ship over here to keep the numbers down. So once we get that, we'll be able to, once we get the top right and the bottom left, we'll be able to concentrate on this quad. Yeah, it's quad. Cube particulate. You know, we got spinny wheel particulate. That's crazy. We're gonna make sure we take care of that. So we're gonna go ahead and push forward. We're gonna have to do this quickly, as we're not gonna remain in range of our energy mine. So we're gonna have to do this quickly. So we're gonna need both lace ships, because 2 is quicker than 1. So we're just gonna come, and even though it's not even remotely cleared out quite yet, we are gonna come and just see if we can't power through it. There it is. There it is. So this blue particulate actually took out the enemy energy mine, which it would do to this one as well if they were able to break through that corridor, but we are not. So Khan is going to move up again without complete regard for the particulate that is there, and see if we can't confuse them by splitting up our lathes if they don't split their forces, which will make it easier to tank that damage. Excellent, there that goes. Just gonna use this guy to kind of hunt down the rest of the just remaining ones. You don't want anything bothering us. There they go. And we're gonna bring them down here. So it does look like we have this threat pretty well taken care of. There's not a whole lot of action going on. We are going to leave our Joven up here because I think it is the weaker. If you had a Joven and a cruiser side by side, I don't want to leave just a destroyer up there because it is not strong enough by itself to even come close to taking out one of these within a timely manner. I do not think. So we're just going to leave a Joven up there to put pressure. We're actually going to hide them in between our 2 benign particulate strands, so that way he just takes as little damage as possible. And I do not know if this is working. So one of the ways you can see if your tactic is working is you kind of look at the particulate count. If it's staying at the same number, you know, I think it's safe to say that it isn't working. You're not putting a dent in their numbers, which it could be where they're losing some from this line and producing more from the top left, but you can't really know. And I also don't see this line getting any thinner. I also don't see any other stuff for us to pick up, so it looks like we're just gonna have to do something a different way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take our lathe ships, push up, and grab that energy mine. So it looks like we are going to need that Joven to break through. So we're going to bring our fleet up here and take out this emitter first, and then bring the full power of our fleet down and take out the Custard's Last Stand, part 2, I guess. Just going to speed it up here a little bit while I'm destroying these. These guys are a little bit tougher than the normal ones. So if we wanted to be on the safe side, we could just build some Omnis real quick. And here's the glorious thing about Omnis, is you can use them as one-dimensional as you like. But if you really wanted to, we could bring this up here, settle it, and not even have to worry about bringing our latest ships into danger, because this particulate matter is not going to register this threat. Now, if we brought our lathe ships up, they'd rush our entire fleet trying to destroy it, and then we'd have to micro everything back to prevent destruction, or sit there and try and tank it, which we very well, you know, possibly could have done, but you don't want to endanger your fleet like that. So we're just going to move these up, because it's not an unsizable amount of particulate threat that's down there. And then we're going to move our Joven down just to start plinking away at these guys. Alright, those are all taken care of. Bring down the 2 cruisers. We're going to shift our particulate streams. And I'm just gonna kind of wait for us to just whittle away this enough to where, because you see it's dropping. Well, it's just 120 just a second ago, and these little patrol paths, they're like road signs for particulate. If any particulate, benign or enemy, gets into them, then they will follow it. So we're just gonna come here, grab this energy mine, push, 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 and then I feel like we are just going to tank that, bring support up, and that'll be that. We've obtained our first evidence of the origin world, but something's also very clear. Yes, I'm aware the particulate isn't some kind of accident that destroyed the precursors. It's too destructive, too reactive. It was made for a purpose. Everything our history tells us about the precursors and how their civilization was lost must all be a fabrication. Imagine that. Galactic corporations lying to you. Has been keeping a secret for centuries, millennia. Even the great house of Abraxas kept the secret. I always held him in high regard. Perhaps the truth was too terrible even for them to reveal, or perhaps after centuries of keeping the secret, they were going to finally reveal it, and that is when they were overthrown. Interesting theory. You sound like one of those conspiracy nuts. They're dead and gone. Perhaps we might just find a remnant of the great house in redacted space. You always were a history buff, Amicus. I hope we find trinkets for your collection. Well done, well done. Alright, that was mission 5, I believe, evidence. So it looks like we did find evidence of the origin of humanity. So we're going to be pushing deeper into redacted space, looking for something, some House of Braxis remnants, which makes me wonder, we're finding all these ship licenses and seemingly these benign emitters. So it's going to be interesting as we push farther in and uncover what looks like to be a civilization-wide cover-up of our own human history. So we shall see. I'll see you guys in the next mission.